If you've ever laughed when all you wanted to do was cry, kept your thoughts to yourself even when your chest felt ready to burst, or told someone, "I'm okay," when every part of you screamed otherwise, this message is for you. Here's the thing most people misunderstand about folks like you. They think hiding your feelings is a weakness. They'll say things like, "Why don't you just open up?" As if your way of navigating the world is a flaw that needs fixing. But what if it's not a flaw at all? What if the very thing people judge you for actually reveals a depth, a resilience, and a sensitivity that most people will never understand? Today, we're diving into the real reasons some people keep their emotions tucked away. Not to judge, not to fix, but to truly understand. And if you recognize yourself in this, I want you to hear this clearly. You carry a richness of feeling, intelligence, and awareness that most will never see. Let's explore why. First, you learned early that showing emotions could be dangerous. Think back to your childhood, maybe in a home where tears were met with impatience or excitement was mocked. Psychology tells us that our brains adapt to protect us, especially in environments where emotional expression felt risky. So your brain did something brilliant. It kept you safe. It taught you to hold your feelings inside, not as a weakness, but as a shield. That protective habit you carry now isn't a flaw, it's armor, built when you needed it most. And understanding that is the first step toward choosing for yourself when and where to take it off. Second, you feel more than most, and sometimes it's overwhelming. Research on emotional sensitivity shows that people who keep their emotions hidden often experience feelings more intensely than those who express them freely. You're not disconnected from your emotions, you're flooded by them. While someone else might react instantly, your mind calculates every ripple. Who will this affect? Will it make things worse? You're running thousands of mental calculations before even speaking. That high sensitivity is exhausting, yes, but it's also a gift. You notice moods before they're spoken. You sense tension in a room that others miss. You stay quiet not because you don't feel, but because you feel so deeply, it's hard to know where to start. Third, you've often been the peacemaker. If your home or environment was unpredictable, you may have learned early to stabilize situations, to absorb tension, and to keep the calm. You became skilled at suppressing your own emotions so you could manage what was happening around you. Over time, it became second nature. Someone snaps, someone hurts you, and before you even register it, you're already smiling, staying neutral. That is emotional regulation most people spend years trying to master in therapy. It's an extraordinary skill, not a shortcoming. Fourth, you worry about being a burden. You've probably said, "I don't want to bother anyone," or "other people have bigger problems." Psychology calls this high burden sensitivity, a deep fear that your emotions might overwhelm the people you love. But here's the truth. Sharing with the right people doesn't burden them, it connects you. The people who care about you don't want a polished version. They want the real, messy, beautifully human you. Your feelings are never too much. You deserve to take up emotional space. Finally, you want to be truly seen, even if you haven't felt safe enough to be. Emotional concealment isn't about indifference, it's about fear. Fear of judgment, fear that your real self might push people away. So you offer a safer, curated version. But every time someone glimpses your true self, real connection begins. You don't have to share everything overnight, but you deserve at least one space, a journal, a friend, a quiet moment, where you can be completely unfiltered, real, and seen. So here's your takeaway. If you hide your feelings, you are not broken. You are someone who learned to protect yourself in the ways you had available. You feel deeply, carry quietly, and your inner world is richer than most will ever know. The goal isn't to share everything. It's to, slowly and safely, let those who deserve it see the real you, because you are worth being known. If this spoke to you, subscribe to our channel. Every week, we explore the psychology behind why deeply feeling people think, act, and navigate life the way they do. Not to judge, not to fix, just to understand. And sometimes, understanding is where healing begins.